Alright guys, welcome back to another discussion video where I'll be joined with Cantorus and we're going to be talking about some Pokemon related content. And this one's
Yes.
really special because it's probably the most hype set of 2021 coming out in a couple weeks. Celebrations, the 25th anniversary set for Pokemon. And we're going to talk about, not only are we going to talk about just our overall what we like, what we dislike about Celebrations, about how it's kind of being released, how big the set is, some of the cards in the set. We're going to talk about the pre-ordering and the scalping. We're going to talk about the whether or not we like some aspects of the cards. So we got a lot to discuss here for Celebrations. Go grab some popcorn, get comfy. It's probably going to be a longer video than normal, but it should be very eye-opening for Celebrations. We're going to talk all about it, so I'm very excited about that. I do want to say too, if you liked the video today, hit the like and subscribe button and comment down below what you're most excited for Celebrations. And also, if you're on Instagram and you like Warhammer figures and painting and customization, all sorts of stuff like that, you need to go and follow Cantorus on Instagram. He does a lot of that stuff. It's super awesome. And definitely check that out as well. All right, let's first talk about just some overall stuff on Celebrations, what we like, dislike about just the set in general. I think we're pretty aware of most of the cards in the set. But first I want to start with the size of the set and the style of its release. So I gotta say, I was hoping for like Evolutions 2.0. I was hoping for a big set with some reprints, and I think a lot of people early on were talking about a Neo era reprint, like that Gen 2 Neo Genesis, like, you know, the Lugia and all that stuff, like getting those in reprints, kind of like they did Evolutions, getting a full set. And then when they announced that they were only doing a 50 card set, I was slightly disappointed initially, where I was like,
Yeah.
that's a small set. I don't understand. I I don't know. It's like it's your 25th celebration, quarter of a century. Like it's a big thing, and then it's like this small set.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction to that?
See, and I think that's where we actually differ. Is that I like the smaller sets because it's easier as a collector for me to get the cards. Whereas,
True.
like, with how many were in Evolving Skies?
Yeah,
280
a lot,
something? Like,
a
come
lot.
on.
There's
You
way too
know?
many. Yeah, yeah,
Like, and I know I keep bringing up my master set for Vivid Voltage, but there were like 180 some odd cards
yeah,
in that set, and like that's not even taking into account like reverse hollows, right? So at that point, if you're trying to collect all of those, then that's like somewhere in
yeah,
the 300-400 card range. For Evolving Skies, that's over 500 cards that you're trying
yeah.
to collect.
I
You
guess,
know,
yeah. I mean, I don't really complete binders. I don't, I'm not the completionist when it comes to the sets that a lot
yeah.
of people are. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure some of the cards are going to be really expensive. Or I guess it really depends on how much they print and how hard some of them are to pull.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
There is
mean,
going to be
50
a
cards
disparity
is,
in rarities, right? Because, like, when we
yeah,
saw McDonald's 25th anniversary card packs, right? Pulling the hollow Pikachu from that was rarer than everything else,
yeah, it
right?
seemed that
So
way
there
for
is going to
sure.
be rarities in a smaller set,
Yeah,
but, like, it'll still be easier to collect the set overall than with a 500 some odd card
true.
set.
And it's kind of nice that all of the cards are big Pokemon too. Like, well, most
Yes.
of them. There are a couple cards that are weird, odd ones out where it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
there's like a Claydol and a Dawn fan, and it's like, wait a minute, what? Like,
Yo, I'll take the
what?
Don fan. The Claydol, I don't care about, but the Don fan, we talk about him all day.
And those ones, they did include specific cards that were really popular in the TCG too, to kind of add that element to it. So there's like
Yeah,
Tapu Lele GX, I think was a big card at the time, so that one's in there.
yeah,
And maybe the Donphan and Claydol, maybe those were big at some time in the TCG as well. So
I have to assume.
there's got to be some nostalgia for those. I don't understand why they would put those in there, but if there wasn't,
Yeah,
so we'll have to see. What do you think about these small packs? Like, what do you think about these? They're like little insert packs that are coming with normal booster packs. So basically, you'll buy a product like the ETB, for instance. The ETB has 10 of the insert celebrations packs, but it also has 5 like normal Sword and Shield packs. What do you think about that?
Well, and the celebrations or the 25th anniversary of Pokemon is to celebrate all of it, right?
Yeah.
Every pack, everything that's come out for Pokemon and that kind of thing. So when I see those being added in to, an ETB like that, I think that's just bonus stuff. And like, celebrating the era that is, the modern sets of Pokemon TCG, not just the set that is celebrations. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, and I
Um,
guess they did decide to go with the smaller set of 50 cards, and 25 of those are basically like secret rares. I think they're going to be kind of tougher to pull. So a
yeah,
25 card set, if you open 10 packs, you might complete the 25 card set, at least the
right.
base set. So yeah, I mean, I guess each pack, I think, does it, correct me if I'm wrong, does it have 4 cards or 5 cards? I feel like it has,
I think it's got four.
it's not a lot. And I'm not sure if
Yeah,
they've confirmed whether or not you get one of the more secret rare set in every pack, or if it's going to be like you could just get a pack with 4 of the regular set,
yeah,
and it's really like pack by pack whether or not you're going to hit like that secret, pack sort of thing,
yeah,
the secret set. So I keep saying like the secret set. So it's like it's 50 cards overall,
yeah,
but 25 of the cards are in like the regular set. Like you're going to see at least 3 probably in every 4 pack. It's kind of
yeah.
like the base set of it. And then there's 25 cards that are the bigger, like the
Premiere.
secret
Yeah,
rares sort of thing. They'll have a higher rarity to them. And
hmm,
they that includes like the base set reprints of Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise.
yeah.
Those are probably going to be some of the bigger sets. I think Umbreon Gold Star, stuff like that. So there's going to be some really cool chases, but those are going to be in the harder to get, obviously,
Yeah.
side
And
of the set.
that's what we saw with the McDonald's packs too. It was 4 cards, per pack. One of them was a hollow. There's 25 cards, like just of each
That's
of the
true.
starters to collect,
I didn't even
and then
think
there were
about that.
25 more that were all the hollow versions of
Yeah.
those cards, right?
Holy
So if you think
shit.
about it, the McDonald's cards were a precursor to what these celebrations packs were going to be,
You're blowing my
right?
fucking mind right now. I didn't even think about that. That is
Right?
exactly the same way. What I think is cool about celebrations is they are celebrating like from then till now. So they have like prime cards, they have EX cards, they have GX cards, they have like everything that you could think of in terms
Yeah.
of high rarity styles. And they also have done some of the Gen 8 Pokemon in those old styles. So we have like light toxicity and some of those as well, which
Yeah.
is really cool. So they are grabbing from every generation and really celebrating it all in one, which is a
Yeah.
really awesome idea
Yeah,
overall.
and that's the whole point, right? We're celebrating Pokemon, in the right way, and especially the Pokemon TCG,
Yeah.
right? And to see like WotC era cards like in there too, like man, is that so awesome? You
It's
know?
yeah, it's going to be really cool. The next thing I want to talk about is it seems to be kind of split whether or not people like the Pikachu head stamp for the 25th anniversary or not. We can start with that, and then we'll talk about the hollow pattern, kind of that confetti hollow pattern that we saw in the McDonald's cards. That seems like it's going to be on some of the more high value cards in the set as well, whether or not we like that too. But let's start with the Pikachu head stamp. What are your thoughts before I go into my thoughts?
Sure. I actually like it. I like most stamps you see, I think that brings some sort of rarity to the card or, just makes it stand out from the crowd, when it's got that neat stamp. Even though like rapid strike, first strike stamps, that they've been putting on the latest sets, right? For that sort of like mechanic, right?
Yeah,
Of rapid strike, single strike. Um, I like the Pikachu stamp. I think it may be a little large, right?
yeah.
If it was maybe just cranked down a little smaller, I think people wouldn't have so much of an issue with it.
It's
Um,
kind of dominating, and if it's on a card that's like a darker card and that's so like that bright yellow, it's like the first thing you see.
yeah.
So it can be a little
Um,
distracting. I struggle because on the Japanese set, the 25th anniversary stamp is really nice.
yeah.
It
It's
doesn't take
different,
away from
right?
the card at all. It's just this
Yeah.
square box that says 25th in it, and it's like in red 25th, and it's a square
Hmm.
box, kind of exactly where the Pikachu head would be, but it doesn't really obstruct the art at all.
Yeah.
Um, and it just it looks cleaner. Like it plays into the card a little bit better, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I would agree with pretty much everything you said. I like the Pikachu stamp. If it were a little bit smaller, I think it would be nice, because it is kind of dominating. I did see on some of the cards it's either on the right or the left, so it's not really a consistency on which part of the card it will be either, because there's some elements they don't want to block on some of the cards on the right hand side versus the left hand
Yeah.
side, so it can kind of shift sides of the card as well depending on the card.
Yeah.
So let us know though what you think. I know it's kind of a split decision. Every now and again, I see it on Twitter where people are like, "Oh, I hate the Pikachu stamp. It's so gaudy and it's big." And some people are like, "No, I like it because it's Pikachu and it's got the 2-5 in the cheeks and it's cool."
Yeah.
The next thing is a hollow pattern. So I thought the hollow pattern was cool for the McDonald's stuff,
Yeah.
because it's McDonald's stuff.
Yeah.
And I get the idea of it because it looks like confetti, basically. If you look
Yeah.
at
We're
it, it's like
celebrating,
celebration,
confetti.
confetti pattern.
Ah.
Yeah, that sort of
Right.
thing. So
Ugh.
do you think that hollow pattern, that the 25th anniversary cards having elements from the McDonald's cards kind of brings down the excitement a little bit? Where it's like you kind of thought maybe they were going to do something a little more unique, but they just did the same thing that they did on the McDonald's cards with the new
No.
cards.
No. For me, a hollow is a hollow. I like hollows.
Yeah,
So like cool. I'm me personally. I'm not like a huge fan of. If we're talking about just base hollows, not like V cards, GXs, whatever, just a standard hollow. I'm not much of a fan of modern set hollow patterns.
I agree.
Um,
I don't mind the hollow pattern. There was just a little bit of me when they announced the card list, and that I think the Charizard has the confetti hollow, and I was just kind of like, why? Like,
yeah,
it's the same as the McDonald's packs. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just think I just thought of when I was opening the McDonald's cards, it was kind of like you could tell that they were. I feel like I want to say you could tell that they were of lower quality somehow. Like they just felt different. It could be in my mind because it's a McDonald's pack, but I just kind of felt like there was something about them. Like most of the hollows had hollow bleed. Like they just seemed like I love hollow bleed, by the way, but I think that it would have been cool had they spiced it up a little bit, on that specific card, because I mean the Blastoise has this cool like circular like texture hollow pattern in it, and it's like that looks cool. So let's talk about, I was lucky enough, thankfully, to get some pre-order stuff. I don't think at this point you were.
no, because I didn't think pre-orders were up yet
Yeah,
for it. I'm sitting here, twiddling my thumbs, like, oh,
yeah,
where's pre-orders gonna go live on TCG Player, and somehow I missed it,
yeah,
and like, I don't know, yeah,
yeah.
I'm screwed.
I got super lucky. I went into GameStop. I was looking for Evolving Skies stuff on that day that it came out. And I was like, "Are you doing like a wait list or something for pre-orders for celebrations?" She's like, "Today at 3 o'clock online." So I set up my stuff. I was like, "Okay, I'm ready to go." And I was able to get 2 of each of what GameStop put up. So luckily, I was able to grab some stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a set that is. I mean, it's already, the prices are insane. Like everything is at least 2 times retail right now, selling on eBay and stuff like that, and that's going to be a pain. And I'm extremely lucky that I was able to find some stuff. But I think that is a good point. I think we covered the majority of kind of celebrations up until this point. What we like about it, what we're iffy about. Overall, I like it. I'm pretty excited for it. I do think that I think in some ways they've doubled up on some Pokemon. Like there's like 2 Mews, at least 2 Mews, which I like Mew, but there is like multiple of like Groudon, and so they've chosen to like double up on Pokemon. And I think a set so small, you have like 900 and some Pokemon, a lot of which are super popular. It kind of feels weird that they would choose to do multiple cards of the same Pokemon in only a 50 card set. Like,
Yeah.
for me, I guess I would have liked more to have like every card be a unique Pokemon, and then
Yeah.
like, you know, from their perspective, like maybe when they first came onto the scene, TCG or whatever, would have been a lot more interesting. Although I do like, obviously, the two Mews that are in the set and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
what do you think about that? Would you have rather had? Are you okay with?
Like you said, a lot of it was like fan favorite kind of stuff, right? You know, based off of like, cards that were very popular in the TCG, like, meta and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a few that are of the same Pokemon, just different eras or different styles. As long as the cards are like different in some way, I don't really mind too much, I
Yeah.
guess. And I, like you said, I love Mewtwo. Not Mewtwo.
I love
but
Mewtwo
Mew
too,
also.
but
Yes, yeah, right. Yeah, no, I would have liked to have seen at least a little, just to, have every card be unique. Especially like, where's a Kangaskhan card, guys?
yeah,
Like,
where's
my favorite Pokemon? Where's Kangaskhan at?
I think I don't know how many Pikachus are in the set, but I'm pretty sure there's like 6.
Yeah,
There's
Pikachu don't need that much love.
We don't
guys.
need a surfing
Like,
Pikachu, a flying Pikachu, a
no.
base set Pikachu.
Well, but I do love them.
We forgot to record an outro, so that's why things look a little bit different. Chris isn't here, but I appreciate you guys coming by. If you enjoyed the video today, please hit the like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. It's a big kind of benchmark for the channel. It opens up a lot of cool stuff. If you're not yet subbed and you like the content, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Also, definitely go over to Instagram, Cantorus144 on Instagram. If you like things like Warhammer, figures, painting, customization, stuff like that, definitely got to check him out and follow him on Instagram. Really appreciate him coming by and hanging out with us like he has been for these discussion videos. It's been a lot of fun. So please hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.